Introducing the Caruso Insights Growth Investor Charting Package. This group of indicators helps to transform your TradingView workspace into something truly dedicated to find the next great growth stock investment. We begin with a market dashboard in the upper panel, which helps to highlight all of the key and important pertinent market data day to day with real-time quotes, as well as important breadth statistics, as well as economic data. You can then see on the main chart, we have a blue background which highlights Caruso Adaptive Relative Strength, a proprietary tool to see when a company is showing relative strength compared to a benchmark. There is a horizontal signal version of that same indicator which shows the strength of the signal with a maximum of 3 bars. You can also see the Caruso Divergence Relative Strength tool, which finds important price divergences between the stock and its benchmark. As you can see here, there are golden trend lines on the daily chart and similar horizontal plot lines above the S&P to help to see these very important price divergences, which again highlight relative strength between the stock and its benchmark. Lastly, before buying any company, we want to have a good glimpse of company financial data, which is taken care of by the Caruso Financial Dashboard in the lower left-hand side. You can see all of the important earnings, sales numbers, growth rates, as well as important stock-related data. You can also plot sales lines, earning lines, and more. Taking a look at an example of how all of this can come together, if we rewind the chart a little bit back to the later period of November, you can see here on this session, Celsius had recently broken above its 50-day moving average and pulled back to it, finding support. It's also showing relative strength with the blue background, indicating that Caruso Adaptive Relative Strength sees strength in Celsius holdings versus the S&P 500. Also importantly, you can see if you zoom out that the Divergence Relative Strength tool, notice that this low in Celsius is significantly higher than it was in May and in late January of this year, whereas over those same periods of time, you can see the S&P 500 moved significantly lower than those same prior lows, showing important price divergence and relative strength in the process. Next up, you can see that on this session here, there is some strength on the NYSE. We see 28 net highs on the NYSE composite. However, there are still net lows on the NASDAQ, which shows that the NASDAQ is still a little bit the weaker of the two main composites. With Celsius being a more speculative name, it would be helpful to see the NASDAQ show a positive number. Lastly, looking at important key growth trends, you can see that Celsius quarter after quarter is showing monumental sales growth here, triple-digit sales growth virtually every quarter. As well, the green highlight shows that these are record earnings numbers for these quarters. As well, you can see this is a higher beta stock with a 2 reading, meaning that you do want to time your entry on this position. So if we advance one session, you can see that a lot has changed. We've broken above an important trend line. This stock has already been on our radar for all of the reasons I just previously mentioned. And the market dashboard helps to show that even the NASDAQ had flipped to a positive net number, showing 23 net highs on the NASDAQ, showing a healthier underlying trend for market internals. So Celsius was able to be on your radar thanks to its strong fundamentals, the Caruso Adaptive Relative Strength tool highlighting relative strength, the Caruso Divergence Relative Strength indicating that this stock was significantly stronger than its benchmark, and the market dashboard helped to highlight important key internal trends for the stock. As the market continues to work its right side, Celsius was able to push higher and make new 52-week highs with a good low risk cost, much lower down in its basing structure. This is the Caruso Insights Growth Investor Charting Package. It really helps to transform your workspace, and it's such a vital tool in my daily process. And I hope this is a great tool that you can use as part of yours.